John is a professor of film. He also is working right now on a documentary film, and he's obsessing about Denzel Washington.
Yeah. That third one's a new development.
Phil, for you.
Yeah, it's a part of his neurodivergent, like, shiny thing. Like,
Absolutely, buddy.
we neurodivergent people, we find some shiny thing and we go deep in the rabbit hole. We go as deep into the rabbit hole
I
as we
live for
can.
those rabbit holes, man. I love my rabbit holes.
So you've watched a couple Denzel
Oh, I've
Washington.
watched like in the last like 48 hours, I've watched like 5 or 6. Yeah, it's been I can only do that when I have like I've given myself a couple of days off from editing just to refresh my brain. That's the only time I could ever do that. Like I would never it's like I would never do that in my day to day, but I had a couple days off and it just clicked and I was like, well, I guess I'm just staying home and doing this.
Do we know what happened to Denzel? Did he like not pay taxes or something?
I think he's done. I don't think he's fallen into that hole that I know of. I'm not really sure.
Well, he kind of fell out of the Hollywood scene, right? He doesn't.
I don't think Denzel Washington has. I think he's still pretty active.
Who did that?
Wesley
Wesley
Snipes
Snipes.
did that.
Right.
Yeah, which was very interesting. Yeah, he
But-
actually went to prison. Like Wesley Snipes just in prison. Yeah.
Why? Why did they put Wesley Snipes
I
in
don't
prison?
know. It was a whole bunch of tax evasion, but it's just interesting to put somebody for tax evasion into like prison with murderers and rapists and stuff like that. Like I feel like if it was somebody who like there's a guy named Jack Abramoff who stole millions and
Yeah.
millions and millions of dollars from Native American reservations, throw that guy in prison. I'm fine with that. But if Wesley Snipes doesn't pay back taxes, I mean, I don't know, like there has to be some compromise between, you know what I'm
Well,
saying?
Wesley Snipes is he's a man of the theater.
Mhm.
I wouldn't think we'd put man of the theater into prison like that for not paying taxes. But at the same time, comically speaking, he's black man, so he's a super predator. So anything he does, right to the slammer.
So you mean like just kind of you're just speaking in the eyes of our current system, just kind of what they do?
Yeah, I'm not speaking. Yeah,
I don't think you're speaking from your own point of view.
that's
It's just kind
comedy.
of-
That's comedy, and I'm really just like, ugh. Why would we put? But I don't know the case. I don't know what Wesley Snipes did, but I don't think putting a theologian in.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. And
Wait,
also
theologian is theology. What do you call a man of the theater? Or a person who's
a thespian?
thespian. I don't think we put thespians in
Well,
jail.
it's one of those things too where it's like if it's an issue of money in this case, then I feel like that money can simply be paid back even with interest, which you would have to do anyway. And also I don't know, like it's and I'm not trying to say that anybody's above the law and being sent to prison, but there has to be a balance.
Well, I think right
different
now
things.
we have a current topical situation where a man who has to pay a lot of money back is trying to figure out how to pay it back and whether or not he's going to pay it
A
back.
certain man, yeah, that certain man.
A certain
who's
orange.
at the center of like 1 out of every 3 conversations you're gonna hear. Yeah.
Well, the man who shall not be
Oh
named.
my god.
Will
Yeah.
he pay back the
Who
money?
who I actually think is a worse villain than Voldemort. But yeah, that's just me. Yeah.
Calling in Voldemort in here. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my
yeah.
goodness.